Sheep Summer Games. Brought to you by RedOps Productions. Hello everyone and welcome to the 2020 Sheep Summer Games from AERODOME Stadium, hosted by Himmel. I hope you're excited as we are for the opening ceremony. The crowd is absolutely ecstatic as the opening ceremony is about to get underway. Here we have it, the beginning. Himmel, the host, coming out first.
A very strong contender in these games. They really want to put on a show for their home crowd. They're just going to be enjoying every moment of being at home and performing for their crowd. As they walk down the path, we go back to the start to look at ARIS. ARIS, the Sheeps that are red. A very strong contender from previous years. They're going to want to have some repeat wins this time, and are looking to get a couple podium finishes, hopefully even finish on top of the games. There we have Himmel arriving to their post. Every nation has their own banner patterns to distinguish them from one another and to have that nationality between all of them. Back to the start, we see Beretti going out. Beretti is a very light gray sheep color, very strong. We could say that they have nerves of steel as they are going to be performing in these games. Hopefully they can come out with some wins as well. Here we have ARIS getting to their beautiful banners as we are now going back to the start for Boomy. Boomy brown sheep are very ready for these games, very earthly, very in-depth with their abilities. They will be working hard to win some of these events, hopefully also giving us a good show as we move on. There we go, we have Beretti now approaching their banner, a gray cross with a fade pattern. Out of the tunnel, now we have Sviet, a very unique team, pink in color, and they'll be looking to get some interesting results in these events, looking to cause some trouble for the other nations in this Sheep Summer Games. Boomy's coming up to their banner at this time as we speak. We can also look at some of these other banners as they're approaching by, but Boomy, the white, green, and brown banner. Really proud nation here. GABI! GABI is the black sheep in this event. We are expecting a strong performance from the sheep, looking to get a couple finishes, podium finishes. Looks like it's going to be a very heated event, as we have learned. Ooh, there looks like there's a skirmish between Sviet and Boomy at the end. I want to save all your aggression for the actual competition, but it's always good to see that these athletes are ready to fight against each other and get those wins. Alright, we have Haldas. Haldas is walking out of the tunnel right now. Another strong contender, as always. Every nation wants to win. Haldas is very magical in what they can do, and we hope to see some of their abilities later on. GABI has that dark moon crescent banner. Always a pleasure. And now we look at all this team, all these contenders as they are waiting and looking and having a great old time in the stands this season as they are waiting for all the other teams to arrive. Here arrives Haldas at their banner. The crowd is absolutely loving it. Everyone's on their feet, cheering, celebrating, having a good old time. I want to take this moment to let you all know that every other Sunday we'll have a new event. The first event's 800 meters, coming up in 2 weeks from today at 12 Eastern on Sundays. Here comes MARE. We missed them coming out of the gate, but they're another team that's very strong and really wants to compete. We also have NAR coming across the field, and we also have now Naturan. Naturan, very in tune with their nature side of things. They're looking to have a good time at these events and hopefully get a win or two. We have NAR. It's another skirmish already. These teams are already being fierce against one another, really trying to get these things going. Okayan's walking down the path right now. Very blue, but they are definitely ready for these games. I've been personally to their trainings, and they are intense. We are literally looking for any good games here. Naturan just coming up to their beautiful banners design, amazing banner, and they are waiting now. Okayon coming up to the banner as well. Looks like we might have missed a team. No, we haven't. Here comes the next team. Up next, we have RANGI, White Sheeps in the event. And we'll go back to all these athletes here. All the sheep are really having an amazing time in the stands, beautiful lights, really taking in the atmosphere of these electrifying events. Opening ceremony and always a great spectacle for all the athletes involved. Really gets to relax a little bit right before the games, but then it's all competition after the opening ceremony concludes. Him are really enjoying their time at home. Rangi's arriving at their very fluffy banner, very airy in nature, and we are now in commercial break at AERODOME Stadium. The blimp brought to you by RedOps Productions. Beautiful stadium production, and we missed in the meantime Sanu as they approach their banner. Sanu's coming up, a very fiery nation, ready to compete. They have the fire burning from last event, trying to make up some of the losses that they had. TILAKANA has exited the tunnel at this moment and is walking down the track. A very slimy team, and they hopefully will weasel their way into some podium finishes. Tempesta coming across the field right now. We missed them during commercial break coming out of the tunnel, but we get them at the end. Very stormy and very fierce as well. Wyote coming out right now. Wyote, very royal in nature, comes from a very powerful country, a very royal country, if I might add. But here comes Tilakana getting to their banner, and we'll see Wyote coming up their final band right here. That's the last team in these events. Wyote is really looking forward a good events here, and we hope to have a great event, as do all these athletes. Wyote brings up the ends, and that does it for all the nations. All these athletes absolutely enjoying themselves, crowds into it. We are ready. We are about to transition into the ceremony where the flags are raised and as well as lighting of the torch. So these are the final moments of seeing the athletes here getting ready, getting excited as we are about to officially get at the start of the events. We see that the athletes are really enjoying their time in the stands as they're looking on to the ceremonies going on. Out of the tunnel, here we have the flag bearers for Himmel. The sheep here are very proud to get the opportunity to bring out the flag for their home country of Himmel. They are currently coming up the stairs with the flag to raise the flag at the flagpole at the top of the stairs, right next to where the torch is going to be sitting. And here we have the next, as they're attaching the flag, and it is about to go up, and there it is. Crowd's absolutely loving it as the Himmel flag was raised. And now we have the Sheep Summer Games flags being brought in by the Himmel personnel. Oh, another very lucky group of sheep coming up the other staircase at the moment to bring the Sheep Summer Games flag to the flag. Very proud moment for all these people, all these sheep, as they get the honor to raise the Sheep Summer Games flag at this time. And there we have it, the Sheep Summer Games flag as well as the Himmel flag. And here comes the torchbearer coming around the stadium. Very excited. This sheep has been a hero for the Himmel Nation and has been one of the strongest contenders in past years. He is absolutely enjoying the time being selected as the torchbearer in these games, and as he makes his way around the stadium, the crowd is absolutely cheering him on. All of the athletes and fans in the stands have come to this event to cheer on the torchbearer. as this will signify the official start of the Sheep Summer Games in 2020. The Himmel torchbearer is currently walking by all the athletes absolutely cheering him on as he makes his way across the track in front of them. As he's reaching the final quarter, Himmel, in front of Himmel, what a cheering ceremony, what a great event. Here we have it, they're bringing him closer into the torch to light the final torch. Coming in now, he will be lighting the torch any moment now. Unbelievable moments you'll never forget for the rest of your lives if you're present and watching this. Here we have it, coming up for the final thing and coming up for it, and there it is. The torch has been lit. The crowd is cheering. This is the Sheep Summer Games of 2020, brought to you by RedOps Productions. Everyone's excited. We have fireworks for everyone. Everyone is cheering. This is what the Sheep Summer Games are about. Absolutely marvelous. Let's just sit there in the moment of silence and enjoy this view. Absolutely marvelous view that we have of all the fireworks going off. The beautiful AERODOME Stadium of Himmel, the nation of Himmel. We are going to really enjoy the Sheep Summer Games. A beautiful crowd cheering as this opening ceremony is now about to end. The first few events that we have for you will be starting with the 800-meter race that will happen in 2 weeks. Every Sunday at noon Eastern Time, the next events will be unveiled, and hopefully we will get you catching for those events as these sheep are getting ready to compete. So, in order to not miss anything, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't miss out on these exciting times that we have going to have for the next 16 weeks as we present to you the Sheep Summer Games of 2020.